This heat is teeing up Matt Wilkinson, Miguel, Pupo and Leonardo Fioravanti. Three diverse, exciting names in the modern era of the sport to John Florence. And while we were away at the break, Matty Wilco did get the gears in motion.
Yeah, Matt Wilkinson, I think in a really good position right now on tour on the ratings, you know, to really kind of take control back into his hands. He's kind of slipped down here. He did well in Fiji, got, you know, all the way to the finals there. So, you know, was starting to run away with it, but it's had a couple of bad results. And this kid right here has got so much talent. Leonardo, again, representing Italy, but he pretty much grew up in these beach breaks right here. So a local event right here, you know, a home event for Leonardo. He's going to know where to sit out there, which is huge today. And then the third surfer in the water, as you mentioned, Giggs, very diverse group of guys here. Different countries. We got goofy footers, regular footers, and Miguel Pupo always smooth. You can see an example right there. Nice little closeout snap for Miguel.
So I've got to, you know, reflect on a few moments a few years ago, and it'll dig it out.
All right, Kai, I hope for that to happen. Good job, though. He got through round one, into round three.
Thanks, Pete. Kai Otten.
You keep losing, and you know, you don't catch a lot of waves, and it's really tough to get that ball rolling.
And how easy is it to transpose that discussion across to Matt Wilkinson, who's in this heat now? Leonardo Fioravanti, pretty much the local here, the young wild card, will spill the beans now, second wave in a row, so Leo going down. But Matt Wilkinson, same story as Kai in so many aspects.
Yeah, Matt Wilkinson, you can see right here, always loose with that backhand attack. You know, that is trademark Wilco snap right there. He gets up in it really tight, has a great backhand bottom turn. Does resemble a little bit of Mark Acquiluppo. You know, he's got a great bottom turn, which is the foundation of great surfing. But it allows him to be so consistent with that backhand attack. That's what got him the first 2 wins of the year. If you know, aren't familiar with his career or this year, Matt Wilkinson won the first 2 events. He won the Gold Coast and Bells, just almost unheard of.
About Leonardo Fioravanti down in third. And we'll just stick with the action here. Matty Wilco, lovely release, one-footed. Oh, and it'll go apart for Wilco.
The early couple of events this year, and he's comfortable, he's used to it. Hopefully in the further of his career, he'll go forward and it'll be all, you know, second nature to him.
Well, you'll be probably hanging out another 10 years on this tour.
Maybe, yeah, I might grow some hair by then.
All right, well, Stephen Bell, thank you for that. We'll turn the action back to the heat.
Mick Fanning in a round 1 encounter all the way back as a 15-year-old back in 2013. Meanwhile, Miguel Pupo.
Yeah, Miguel here, just getting a little sweep down there so he can get that last closeout snap in, and it kind of paid off for him. You know, it's going to be debatable. The judges are going to have to determine whether he rode out clean of that last move. Not at all. So just a repeat from the heat prior. Just a lot of kind of similar scores. Guys not quite finding that one great opportunity to, you know, get a big score. So Leo on the outside again, very similar. That's going to be right around that 3 or 4 mark with that just 1.5 turns. Miguel on the outside, very nice opening snap there. He actually got himself a decent section and a second one gig. So this could be slightly better, you know, just for the simple fact that he cracked the lip twice. And you know, there's that deep water. Everyone's been dealing with that. That high tide's still hanging around, but finishing on his feet. So Miguel, just he's going to slowly chip away at this heat. He's got himself a little bit of a lead.
Early morning light, starting to get a little sunshine glow on the lineup. Now Matty Wilkinson down in second place will just square the lip. A little bit of a skid to it. You see the high tide still breathing on the lineup here. Wilco though will go into a work rate here. He's going to roll his sleeves up, get very involved in this heat as we move down into the bottom third. Pro now in the tail end of this round 1 encounter. And here's Wilco, he's gone to the right-hander. Little bit of a bob on the rail, and that wave is just fatted out, so the tide's still a major part of the discussion. Now Fioravanti unlocked with the second wave of the set, and he'll get unstuck as well. So if Leo Fioravanti is struggling in the lineup, it is an indication of how tough it is.
It's going to be really tough to plan it, and that's exactly what happened to Leo. Watch how much air he gets off this floater. Right here, he has to commit to it because it's a fast wave, so he's going to float to project down the line. Right here, he's free falling. There's so much pressure on your feet. When you free fall 6 feet, you know, it's really tough to stay planted on your board. Wilco, a little bobble right here. It's going to hit fat water. Watch that inside rail right there, digs in. It's the worst feeling as a pro surfer. When you're out there, you're trying to smoke a wave and you feel that rail dig, you know the judges are watching, you know you're going to get crucified. So for Wilco, he just kicked on out.
To find an unlock into round 3, Pupo out front holding the scores of a 4.4, but Wilkinson is holding priority, and he's going to find an opportunity here. So wall ahead, Wilkinson tight snap with a little bobble, and again he'll hang on the ceiling and spill. To find an unlock into round 3, Pupo out front holding the scores of a 4.4, but Wilkinson is holding priority, and he's going to find an opportunity here. So wall ahead, Wilkinson tight snap with a little bobble, and again he'll hang on the ceiling and spill. So tough read on the conditions here, picking up Fioravanti on the same right hand part of the bank. Little mid-pocket jam. This one's a little bit lateral, and Fioravanti will keep his rails working here. It's a little slope on the high tide conditions. And Leo now all the way through. The clock is under 10 seconds. And a difficult heat to get all 3 of our athletes to really engage their rails.
Wow, Gigs. What a wild heat. You know, Matt had 2 waves to get the score in the last 5 minutes and stumbled on both of them. So, you know, the conditions are tricky, but definitely Matt feeling a little bit of pressure. It's tough to kind of get those feet planted on your board when the world title's at stake.
Right into their hands, it would have been that man on screen. He didn't really manage to unlock too much either, Ross.
No, he needed to tag that lip. He went for sort of an under the lip snap, just because I think he was trying to hold it back, because every time everyone's been touching the lip today, they've been falling on her face. So, but that's going to cost him, because he needed a 4.9. I think had he snapped the lip and maybe done a tail release, he would have for sure got that score he needs. But a 4.9, you know, it's a bit of a sizing number by today's standards, so I'm not sure he's going to get it. Matty Wilkinson and Leo were, you know, with opportunities, and he won by sitting out the back. How's that, Gigs?
Well, an official result here for round 1, heat 4. Miguel Pupo's strong deep rail work for big opening turns on both his scores offered to the panel is going to slip by Matty Wilco, and he'll go straight into round 3.